Hello, SaberShock. Welcome in. You will all have to remind me. Who needs games? SaberShock, who needs games? Who needs stories? I'm pretty sure SaberShock, you were on the list last time. Hello, everyone. Skunk, you're here. You are second on the list. ODST, welcome, welcome. Woo! Rosalie, we didn't read yours yet, did we? Hello, hello, hello. Alex K. I am on the list. Okay, I have to write their list brand new every time. Hello, you're here. Hi, 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 hi. I'm here. I was close to being right here. Okay, Super Abyss. Yeah, if you were here, you're here again. If you were here and we were on the list but we didn't get to you, then you gotta let me know. If you were here, if you've not been here and we haven't read your story, let me know. Good morning, good evening, good time of day for all of you. Blazy the Demon. Oh, the list is already long. I've been reading so few stories every single time. Jacob Clement. Oh, jogging from the depressing express, he's hoping to grab some happiness while hoping to bring some happiness. Alright, so far. Eldritch Screaming. Hold on. Yes, you are on the list, Victoria. Welcome back in, Jojo. Here's my list so far. SaberShock, Skunk, Faulty Logic, Roselite, ODST, Alex K, Spider-Man, Super Abyss, Jacob Clement, Victoria, Blazy the Demon, Eldritch Screaming, and Aspen Smith. If you were not on that list, and you feel like you should be on that list, I'm calling this the Lore to Legends story hour right now, although I will say when I was making the video for it, it sounds like Lord of Legends, if I'm not really clear with the pronunciation. So today's name is Lore to Legends. I just gotta, you know, be very clear when I say it. Lord of Legends works too. Yeah, maybe it becomes Lord of Legends. I am the Lord of Legends. Okay, Jojo. The Lord of Legends with the yell. Here's my thing. Okay, for those of you who didn't see my video where I was telling Jarl, Lord of Legends or Lore to Legends. I'm really, okay. So I was just saying in a video earlier, the Jarl of Legends. I'm never gonna live this down. I'm creating this visualization of myself where I am this like fae dragon bard who Lord to Legends, who instead of hoarding gold, I hoard stories, but sharing those stories increases the strength of the stories and the power of myself as a bard, right? And those whose stories are being told are also strengthened. Anyways, I have this whole like forming thing. So like I would live in this, this is a liminal space between fantasy and reality, and I am bringing the fantastical into our world through my little draconic bardic spells, and translating that into, yes, the Dorkoverse. So like that's kind of how I'm like visualizing all of this in my head. And so that's where I'm really stuck on the idea of lore. Like I'm imagining these are each little story, like, so I'm calling it my character treasury, where I keep all of the stories. That's my treasury. And then we come here to the Lore to Legends. So we take these little lines of lore and we legendize them here in the lives and later perhaps in songs. Like we take it from being lore and we bring it up to legendary status, right? The Hall of Stories, that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know, I've just got this whole like visualization thing that's forming for me, and like that in this like character treasury, we go in and pull it out of the across the Dorkoverse. The book for $50 coming never. No, I will not be creating a song for all of you, but the idea just that I can put a little spotlight on a lot of these stories throughout the year and future years. And no, I won't, especially if this continues to grow, I really will not be able to reach everybody, literally. Yeah, I pick one of the thousands of scrolls off the wall, and then we do something with it together. And then, yeah, when I can, I turn some of those, maybe, the ones that I read and the ones that I turn into songs may or may not be the same. This is what popularity regret looks like. No, I think it's great. I only feel like, on one hand, I just wish that I could do it for everybody, right? But no, I think this is a lot of fun, and it's like I said, the more stories there are and the more stories that I can share, the more ways, because right now, yeah, I'm limited in my ability to share everything, but I think there's a lot of really cool future ways to continue to, even if it's not me personally, in the future, continue growing how these stories get to be. I would love to be a little dragon bard. If y'all are wanting to do art of this concept, please go for it, but please share it with me because I want to see it. Good morning. These readings are fun, so song or no fun. This is a blast. That's what everyone keeps saying, Saber. And that's where, like, I really want to lean into this. I really want to lean into this and find, yeah, just find, like, all the fun. Like, I love that visualization, and it's helping me feel, like, center. I want to, like, get centered around this visualization to find, figure out how to continue morphing that so that even if I can't literally read everybody's, or even if I can't write a song for everybody, which I can't, but the more that I can try and find fun and creative ways to shine a little spotlight on everybody's character and perform my job as this, like, fae bard dragon thing. I don't know, it's just really helping me and think about what I love about this project and what I'm loving about what you love about this project. But yeah. Oh, hey, Noel. Murder plant? Sure. What's a Geral? Okay, I'm gonna read the list so far. Based on the number of stories I haven't been able to get through, it's gone down from like 15 to 20 to more like 5 to 10 per stream. So it's hard to say exactly how many we'll get through today. We've got SaberShock, Skunk, Faulty Logic, Roselite, ODST, Alex K, Spider-Man, Super Abyss, Jacob Clement, Victoria, Blazy the Demon, Eldritch Screaming, Aspen Smith, Ree the Dreamer, Fight Shadow, Rain Eyes, Meri Shady, and Sky. But yeah, but that's the other thing is, like, I also, yes, I have a Discord. If it is 18 and up, I guess I should maybe add that to my little post here. Hello. All right, Brooke's getting onto the end of the list. Patrick McKay. But yeah, even like just finding ways for y'all to share your characters in more detail with each other. Like I'm finding ways to try and bring these to life in the Discord, whether between y'all each other, where we can all like get into these stories together, or want to, like, the way that we do this. I don't know, I'm just enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I'm vibing. I'm trying to get into what you're into. I'm not trying. I am into what you're into when it comes to creative stories and characters. But yeah, so at the end, now so we've got Meri Shady, Sky, Brooke, Patrick McCabe, Raven, and Ezra. Miko Asano. Yeah, it is a pretty long list, so I have no guarantee that we will even make it past the first 5 to 10. We've really been slowing down on these. We've just been chatting a lot. All I know is that there's some homebrew Fae dragon. There's like, it's like on, I've lost all names right now. When I look up Fae dragon, well, first of all, there's the fairy dragons, which are adorable, but I'm imagining myself as a much different kind of, not like the little Fae cat-sized dragons, but like a much, a much more dragon. But you know, walking around in human form, etc., etc. But there's some homebrew like Fey dragon that like when you Google Fey dragon that are not the fairy dragons, there's some homebrew PDF like that you can find. That thing is pretty epic. There's like young, adult, and then like ancient in the PDF. So if you find that, I think that visualization is pretty cool. Yeah, I know. I have so many. Sky, you don't even know. I have a whole web app in mind that I would love to build that would basically be like a little, I don't want to say Facebook for TTRPG characters, but that's the easiest way to say it, where basically you could swap between profiles of characters and have little like, you could basically role play social media for your characters with everybody else's characters. That is my idea. Nobody steal it. I mean, you know, if you can build it, go for it. But yeah, Facebook. Anyways, I don't know if anyone, but then like that would be basically like, you know, because you can kind of journal like, well, today you would not believe what happened. So I don't even like the idea, like I don't like Facebook because I don't think like the features of Facebook are not even necessarily what I'm thinking. But like basically where you can kind of keep track of your lore and update things in a way that's easy to navigate and share. I don't know. It will take me a long time to build that, and so until then, there would be like blogs. Yeah, there'd be like, so I don't even know if anyone would. I don't know if everyone would use it for 5 minutes and then be done with it. Sending stone. Can you write a story about the Hall of Stories and you picking a scroll and things going chaotic? Absolutely, go for it. As long as y'all do not use my self in weird, inappropriate situations, but if we're talking about like lighthearted fun stories that are not, you know, weirdly sexual or anything, please don't do that. But like, as long as we're talking about just like fun stories, yeah, go for it. There's a lot. Since it's not I'm struggling because my Discord is a community Discord. It just so happens to be that there's so many people in the Discord now that are very TTRPG oriented with so many beautiful characters that there's now more of a call for like TTRPG channels, but I don't like at the same time it's not like a TTRPG Discord server, so I want to like make there be lots of fun spaces for that, but I also at the end of the day it's meant to be more of like a community server than like a TTRPG server. So maybe we create a separate server, but really what I want to do is build this web app because I have a very specific idea. Smiley, you do not have to get on the Discord for one of your characters to be right on the stream. You just gotta be early enough to be early enough in the line. Basically, hey Athena, welcome back. Basically I start a list at the beginning of the live and then we just read through that list as I can. I can imagine people sharing all the tea from different campaigns with the same character. Oh my god. But like that's where like Discord helps being first in the sense that like I schedule things in the Discord events and you can note it when you want to be here. But yeah, that's the thing, and I would make it really system agnostic, so it would be very not focused on like stats. It'd be very much like this project where it's very much about like the stories. Like it would basically be and this is where like the liminal space, like this weird like library of lore situation that I have in my head where everyone exists in this like neutral multiverse space library place and can be like it's basically like a projection. Sorry, I keep bumping this and I know that's horrible. Basically this like projection of your character where they're like in this neutral spot, maybe in their dreams, or they're like just updating. So anyways, I don't really creative writing space to share stories of like based on these. I don't know. I don't have like a full it's just like it's brewing in my head. It will be a huge project if I decide to do it. Some kind of like virtual neutral space tavern. I mean, I call it Seeker's Tavern is kind of like my thing. Hey extrovert, yeah, I will add you, but it's a pretty long list at this point. Evening, hello. Is it Yarvin? Character Dream Diary, except it's a blog. Yeah, so like I just feel like there's some potential there. I feel like it'd be fun. It'd be like it would not be like campaign driven roleplay. It would really just be like we've all met. We are all here in this little liminal space between campaigns or after campaign. I don't know. I just think it could be fun. Yeah, so just no promises, but that's kind of like, I'm just really been, when I say that I'm trying to imagine like all the fun ways to bring your characters to life in a new kind of way, beyond live reading, beyond stories, like something that, beyond something that I can, like something bigger than me that that can be its own place, and there's many things that it could attach back to my projects that are about me and what I'm literally doing with my content and music. Can we make it all purple? Yeah, setting up a Discord. Yeah, so like being this kind of place where like there's just an archive of everything. So somewhere it would make all these characters be like their own scribes for their own stories, but of course it's you writing for or about or as, I don't know. I don't know. I just think a waiting room for used or are waiting to be used characters. Oh my god. So that's kind of like my big vision for like a year or two from now, because that will take a long time to put together. Just time and money, honestly. So, you know, just so you know, like when I'm really would love, because there's just so much that could go on there. There's so much. I feel like I missed a few questions and I'm really sorry about that. Bingo card, yes. So if you are in the Discord, I've created a new TTRPG Tropes Bingo channel where I have pinned a link. Oh, I should really start some hot water for my throat. I have pinned a link. It is bingo.dorko.tv for those of you who are not in the Discord, where you can go and generate a TTRPG Character Tropes Bingo card of your own. If you do not feel like generating one and you are in the Discord, I did pre-upload 6 unique bingo cards that you could choose from. I am going to make one for myself right now to play as we go. And a lot of these are from your suggestions, either from last live or on the video that I asked for more ideas, and some more in the Discord, and other comments came through. Yeah, in the TTRPG Tropes Bingo channel, the link is in there. Sounds good. I'm in Germany. Yes, I am. Yeah, it's been, I don't think it's been above 0 degrees for the last 48 hours. I sent the original bingo to my D&D group where we each have 4 characters to see how much chaos. Amazing. Yes, y'all should feel free to use these however you want, because that's fun. TTRPG betting ring. I did add a happy trauma-free childhood. Yeah, it's a negative, it's only -3 here. I'm gonna go start some hot water because I can already feel my throat seizing. I started writing the first song, not quite yet. Oh my god, -26. Not quite yet. I'm getting really close. I have new gear coming. I've had new gear coming over the last week, and I have more gear coming this following week. I've really been trying to put this all so that I have some I have some mental issues. I'm not diagnosed because I've never had the opportunity to try, but I'm pretty sure I have ADHD, and I definitely have severe anxiety that I do have a diagnosis for. I just have some mental hurdles to deal with every time I do anything. So I'm really I've been focusing on clearing all of the stuff. I've been clearing out all of the to-do lists. I've been trying to wrap up a bunch of old projects, which I'm very close to finishing right now. Not diagnosed, but maybe peer-reviewed. Yes. Yes, so I am setting myself up for success this year. to be able to not feel overwhelmed when it's time to sit down and be creative, because I just have a lot going on. So I want to be able to sit down and do my thing. So I know I haven't started writing. I have been organizing and cleaning and setting myself up with systems, making sure everything is as easy as possible to get what I need, when I need it, where I need it, and I am feeling really good about it. And I have some little jingles that keep getting stuck in my head. And I'm very excited to sit down and get started. So I do expect to start writing in the next 1 to 2 weeks maximum. Basically, the biggest music thing I'm still wrapping up is my album. I wrote and recorded it last February, to give you an idea of how long that's taken me. It's called No Time to Explain. It is out. 9 of 10 songs are out. 9 to 10 songs are out already. The last song, and therefore the last version of it, is called At the Crossroads. It is a hero's journey concept album from leaving the call to adventure, and the last song will be a hallway banquet celebration that you everything's better, and but it goes through the whole hero's journey. I do have my water. I just need my hot drink. I need to go make that really fast before we actually start the readings. I do also have a Christmas song. But yeah, so the album's almost done. That will be coming there are 9 songs already available. If you want to go listen to it, that is my At the Crossroads album right now. But the final version is called No Time to Explain, and that will be with the final song, which I'm really hoping to finish editing and mixing and mastering this week so that I can release it by the end of the month and just fully be able to dedicate myself to either, well, I've got all the character songs, and I need to let myself go get tea. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm excited to have a full album finally finished. I'm excited. Okay, bye. I'll be right back. Let's see. I gotta leave you with a prompt. If you were gonna write a hero's journey concept album, what title would you give it? I'll be right back. I have to wait for the water to boil, so I'm gonna read what you guys are saying. Getting a cup of tea. On the road again. War crimes. Yes. From ordinary to extraordinary. Have you listened to it? Because it sounds like you listened to it. It's I have a song called Extraordinary. It's the second song. And it basically talks about that. It's not the destination, it's the journey. Have you also been listening to my music? Because I have one of my very first song I released on Spotify. The journey only counts if you're learning. The journey should always set you free. The destination only matters if you know where you want to be. Same. How many Geneva Convention rules can we break in a day? Oh my god. Midnight Travels with artist name. I love how unserious these are. The first steps. Get in, losers! We're going on an adventure. Maybe it was the friends we made along the way. Tea and war crimes and ADHD journey. The people I met along the way. Yeah, I also tend to long. I either want a one-word title or it's really long. It's one. I struggle to be anywhere in between, either very short or very long. A road too often traveled. An album for heroes slowly growing tired and corrupt into a villain. Journey before destination. I haven't been binging your playlists. I don't know what you're talking about. I had 12 hours on a plane. Oh my god. Many selves, one mind, initiative. These are all great. These are all great. I haven't been able to see my family for over a year, and I just booked a flight to go visit in a few months. I am very excited. So unfortunately for you all, I will be completely unavailable for those like 2 weeks. But I'm excited to go visit family. I just heard my water finish boiling, so I will be right back. Ow. My wife just said hers is, apparently the world is ending and no one informed me. Yes, all the oh my god, you know, the first thing I eat almost every time I fly home is In-N-Out. I usually don't even get to the house. It is typically land, In-N-Out, wherever else we're going. Last way home, oh, that's a good one. Ooh, shiny thing, the misadventures of the Chaos Gremlins with sudden RP moments. Muddy boots, saddle rash, and other hero problems. The way there and the way back home. A journey to the self. In-N-Out is, I don't like to say that it is objectively amazing burgers. I just love them. I grew up with them. I think they're good. I would qualify them as delicious burgers. But they are not what you think of when you think of big old juicy burgers. So yes, like Faulty Logic is saying, Faulty Logic finds it overrated, and I think that they get hyped up in the wrong way, and if you go in with the wrong expectation for burgers and you have an In-N-Out burger, no, In-N-Out burger is not going to compare to that kind of burgers. But yes, I love the vibes, and for me it's nostalgic. It reminds me of childhood. They use really quality ingredients. Like, it's some, like, you get good quality food. It's just not, I'm holding on to like one of these little twisty ties, by the way. Anyways, all good. I grew up on a beef farm, so my taste is judgmental. I understand. Here's the thing. I have highfalutin tastes. However, I also have cheap tastes. I have the ability to enjoy what is cheap, but I really appreciate the good stuff, I think is the way to put it. But yeah, nostalgia is a flavor all to itself. Alrighty, I need to set my bingo card up for those of you who missed it earlier. We are playing TTRPG character story trope bingo as we go today. Yeah, and I'm in college. Good food is so expensive. My wife puts it as having wine tastes and beer money. Yep. So I feel like I can, there's a lot of, yeah. So I don't like to hype up In-N-Out for people who have never had it, because I think it's a very different experience. And if you didn't grow up on it, it may not be what you have in mind when you go to get a burger. Like, it's just, anyways, a lot of the foods that I love because makes me feel home. That's so hot water. We should begin reading. Hello, Claire. Would you name a concept album from the POV of the villain? That's a difficult question because I think most villains feel like they're the heroes. Like when we get down to it. Alright. The list is basically full, so I'm not gonna... A vast goldfish. Not the hero you wanted. Yeah, everyone's a hero of their own story. Yeah, so it's difficult because this is like a villain who knows they're a villain. Because to them, they're like doing what needs to be done to make what needs to happen. Why do people hate me? I am very excited. One of the new things that is coming is a camera. And I really technically could do what I'm about to say already, but it's not worth the hassle to me till I have the 4K camera. Right now I am not working with 4K. I have to turn my camera sideways to get an HD view. But what I want to do is record a clean a clean landscape through OBS, stream that as a virtual camera here in HD, so that here it's nice for yeah, have so much fun. So that here it's like a nice portrait because I think most people are on mobile phones. But then I get the nice big 4K recording for YouTube and everything, and I would do it without the overlays so that when I'm editing later, which I have realized this is very annoying. I don't know if you've noticed, but I just slap TikTok text on it and hope for the best. So, you know, in like 100 plus stories, we will reach a point where this will go away in the edits. Repentance, the wrongs for the greater good. Ooh, that's a good one. Alrighty. Let's see. I've got a bingo card up. We've got... My favorite color, purple, is the free space. There's several free space options, by the way. What can I like? Is there a way to capture just like a window? Yes. How can I just like? Oh, that's so ugly. Oh, that's gonna be even more annoying to edit later. So we won't leave that up. Here's the one I'm working with. Can you even see that? It looks way too tiny. Someone called their phone a Fae box the other day. Amazing. Playing D&D with my submitted character tonight. It's weird how much he's grown. Aww. And here's the thing. I know everyone panics and wants to update. Forgot. Everyone panics and wants to update their character. However, one of the beauties for me at least of this project, is that we are capturing your character in a moment in time. Your character, is ephemeral the right word? Is it a war crime? Hold on, let me pull that up. War crimes. War crimes. But someone was okay. So while I'm pulling all this up, because I totally should have done this earlier, basically, my process for writing these songs, I say I need to write a song today because I have time. And then I go to the stories, and sometimes I like scroll around till like a word catches my eye, or sometimes I just decide I'm gonna start from the top and read my way through. And then, okay, it's loading. You know, and then I basically read. I start humming to myself. I'm reading through. We don't read at these live readings. What are you talking about? And then I try to get a concept for what the song will be about. Like, who's singing it? Are they Are they mad? Are they angry? Are they happy? Are they... And then from there, like, what's the story I'm telling? And then, yeah. Reading is for nerds who know how to pronounce Jarl. It's Jarl. I know. I was deciding whether it was funnier to say it wrong for the joke. You know, yeah, nerds don't play TTRPGs. It's not the story reading. It's not the stories we read. It's the conversations we had along the way. Oh, man. I saw the moment. SaberShock, what is your character's names? Because I don't know. Verreaux. Did I type it right? Guess I'm gonna find out when the search finishes. I really wish I could copy paste from chat. Here we go. Verreaux? Oh, perfect. And Very is the nickname? Okay. Alright. Verreaux of the Arcana. Let's pull these up. So, what I'm keeping an eye out for bingo is white hair, friendship bracelets, call someone out, changeling squad, not a rogue, doppelganger shenanigans, unhinged improv weapon. I said that weird party pet, sunshine, grumpy NPC relationship, shopping, himbo, denial of feelings, favorite color purple, mistaken death, power of friendship, party parent figure, accidental leader of a cult, party member betrayal, friendly fire, surprise siblings, planar travel, forgot, converted class, subclass, and religious trauma and sibling trauma. Those are the things I'm keeping out for. I hope we get it in one. Okay. We are reading for SaberShock, Verreaux of the Arcana, nickname Very. Character species, Owlin, a cleric of the Arcana subclass, 30 years old, he, his. Party role, group mom, strong sense of justice, a bit ruthless, giving very little opportunity for mercy. Yeah, and Owlin, I feel like, did we have our first Owlin the other day, or was like owl related? Yeah, group mom, party parent down. Thank you. I'm glad I read that out loud because I already forgot. Angry bird. This forgot for me, or is forgot for yeah, I was pretty sure we had like just recently had an Owlin. I guess forgot already. If you had forgot, period. Backstory. From a temple in a secluded forest left because it was destroyed. His home being destroyed and everyone in it being murdered. To find those that destroyed his home and deliver what he deems to be justice. Alright, if you have village burning down or like home is destroyed, I know that's a square on the bingo card on some of them. So don't forget to mark that off. So bingo.dorko.tv for your bingo card generator. If you'd like to play along with your own bingo card, and be sure to let us know if you get bingo. Typical edgy backstory. Villain origin story. Hi, Katie. Current story arc. With his party of a dwarf artificer, Asmar monk, and other friends that would join on occasion, he defeated an army of mind flayers led by a mind flayer dragon. That sounds intense. He's at a major crossroad where he's struggling between his tendency for merciless justice and his god's want of mercy. Recently freed a large group of people stuck under the thumb of a great devil on an adventure visiting dungeons said to hold great treasure. While the world was being invaded, everything was easy, black and white. Everything they fought was evil enough or mindless enough that he wasn't worried about expectations of mercy. After, he is becoming increasingly frustrated as he feels individuals they are facing deserve just retribution, but his god is frowning on his actions. Reading through my bingo card to see if any of that hit anything. It's just, that's not really a religious trauma though, is it? Hello, hello. Oh, God. Look at that hair here. Alright, specific anecdote. Became instant best friends with an alchemist wizard as they both noticed in each other an interest in the study of great magical beasts and the creation of new magic. Y'all, guess what the favorite color is? We are starting out real strong. I've got my free space. I know you can always just mark off the free space, but purple, 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 purple. Why, wind? Why? Purple. Less trauma and more conflict of theological preferences. Yeah. Alrighty. Violet. No, indigo. Alrighty. So, pastime, beast hunting, and magical research. Pet peeve, his dwarf artificer friend doing anything unsupervised. At least that's what I'm understanding. Quick to offer a drink from a small keg that never runs out, but he doesn't tell anyone how strong the alcohol is, typically making the recipient hold on, I put the emphasis weird. Is quick to offer a drink from a small keg that never runs out, but he doesn't tell anyone how strong the alcohol is, which typically makes the recipient pass out. That's some intense stuff. Yeah, purple is apparently a super favorite, like, common favorite color, at least amongst my submissions. Not sure what all that's about. I have questions. Wears an eyepiece with multiple lenses that give different effects. Because of this equipment, it looks as if his eye has 2 irises and pupils. Oh. And then we've got a common phrase or quote. May your path be free of undue hardship. Oh, that's nice. Every time I come up with something unique and creative, I found it. It's been done 753 times. Alrighty. We've done a story, y'all. We got 3 boxes. Including, like, yeah, one of them was the free space, but it also got marked off immediately. Skunk, what is your favorite color? No, what is your favorite color? Green. I mean, what is your character's name? Yeah, 3 boxes and 1 character. This bingo's gonna get gone so fast. Khalea, excuse me. Khalea. Green is not a creative color. Khalea. Oh my god, I really sure thinks he changed classes once and has a sentient weapon. Wow. That's 2 more boxes. I don't know. Only one of them is on mine, but I know sentient weapon and changing classes, converting classes is definitely on the list of things. Alrighty. Are we back, Skunk? I saw you were lagging. Kinda, yes. Lag! I know, the stream cannot handle these stories being read. Do do do. Do do do. Too epic. The high flag, it's real. Alright. Okay, we're back. Quick! I know, we're too cool for it to run smoothly. Stream is anti-literacy. It saw story hour and it said, no! Yeah, they can't handle the power of the people's creativity and angst. Exactly, glitching. Alright, alright. 4. Reading for Skunk. Khalea. Oh, this is a character species whose name I never say out loud. How dare you overload our servers with actual content? Okay, coming back. Okay, we did this before, and I think I screwed it up as well. Arakokra. Nope. Bilbo, it's okay. Oh, hold on, we got a Biffy boy. Bilbo, it's okay. Oh, is there? Arakokra? Is that right? We have a Buffy boy. It's okay. It's okay. Arakokra. A bird person. It's okay. Good boy. The angry neighbor dog was here barking in the hallway. Bilbo says hi. I'd rather be barking at the door. Okay, there we go. Wanna lay down? Is it Platz? Or is it Platz? Platz? What is it? Come here, Platz. There you go. Good boy. Alright. So if you see little puppy ears at the bottom, it's just Bilbo on my lap. Alright. Arakokra is what I'm going with, because it's what makes sense to me. I feel like that's not it. Alright. Character species. Arakokra. Ranger. 5 years old, which I have to assume is not literally 5 for these, the species. And pronouns are she, hers. Sorry if I missed it, but are you German? I am not German, but I do live in Germany, and I have for like 8 years, 8 or 9 years, and so I've been learning German. No, not too basic at all, Saber. Adults at 3 years old live to be 2030. Okay, I was pretty sure it would be something like that. Just wanted to double check. Alrighty. Party role. Scout. Flying archer. Voice of reason. Backstory. Raised from a chick to be a Valkyrie for the Arakokran Council. She was assigned to the party by the council to collect certain magical swords and keep them out of the hands of those who would use them to awaken evil gods that want to end all life. Khalea, double check that I'm saying that right again. Yes. Khalea spent her whole life as a soldier whose life was owned by the council. Now that she's out in the world, away from the council and the fey forests of her home, she is slowly starting to develop her own opinions and her own personality. Oh, we love to see it. She is finally beginning to discover who she is. We love some self-discovery. We love some self-discovery. No, not the lag! The literature is lagging the stream. Are we back? Are we back? The stream is lagging. I know, the lag is homophobic. I'm wondering if I can... Yeah, I don't even have a good answer. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can optimize. If there's anything I can optimize. I record locally now. And then I edit it all together after the fact. She is deadly with her bow, often taking to the sky and decimating enemies from far beyond the range of any attacks that they have, physical or magical. Specific anecdote. The party was tasked with taking a demon's eye to the coast so he could see the ocean one last time before he died. What? Please take my eye back. Please take my eye to the coast. I would like to see it. Just my eye, though. I'm gonna finish trying to read through this story so it's all on one recording, and then we may like restart. I'm gonna see if there's a way I can reduce how much information my camera is putting out. I'm wondering if I know, totally normal travel shenanigans. I'm wondering if I have my frame rate is higher for just when I record, but then I forget that may impact the quality of stream. So I might turn this off, reduce my FPS, and come back at a lower FPS and see if that overloads less often. If that works for everyone. But I will try to finish reading through here so that it's all in one recording, because I record these locally now. I don't trust the TikTok to do that right anymore. Not after session 1 got lost. I know, it just has issues with the word Arakakra. Maybe it thinks I'm saying something else and it's like, no! Character details. She often feels the need to keep one particular party mate who annoys her to no end from stupidly getting himself killed. Oh wait, we didn't finish the other thing. I got so distracted by the conversation. Hold on. We were taking the eye to the coast. Khalea flew on ahead to deliver the eye in a timely fashion. The party arrived to find Khalea sitting in the sand, staring out into the vastness in awe with tears in her eyes. Her only words were, "This is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen." Oh, baby. A baby. This young Valkyrie from the Altrusk Force has been in love with the ocean ever since. You know, as an ocean baby myself, I mean, actually the ocean terrifies me, but I love it. As an ocean baby myself, I do miss the ocean when I am not near it. Alright, now, so, back to character details. She often feels the need to keep one particular party mate who annoys her to no end from stupidly getting himself killed. Despite Khalea's best efforts, she is still often distracted by shiny things. What a mood. Okay. Chat, vote. Is it worth turning off stream and restarting with a reduced FPS, like frame rate, whatever it's called, to hopefully reduce how much we're lagging? I know. Ooh, shiny should go. There is a kleptomaniac one, but that's different. Ooh, shiny. Alright. Yeah, we'll try one more, see if it's still a thing. Okay. I just don't want to, like, if it's really been bad, I don't want, and, like, it keeps going. That's frustrating for everyone. Alright, so that was for Skunk. That was Khalea. We did it! We gotcha! Faulty logic! Have a good one. Thanks for hanging. Yes, I will. This is, I record the VODs. I record and then upload the VODs. It usually takes me a couple days because I go through and timestamp all the different stories, which takes some time. But yes, I will be trying to get the VOD up on YouTube by the end of the weekend, and I am posting the individual stories as well here on TikTok, but that takes even longer. I'm still going through session 2, and this is session 11. For context. We have read a total of 144 stories on lives so far. And I think I've posted like 13. A total of a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of characters, and it's wild. That's like a drop in the bucket, right? Like, wild. But it's a lot of fun. But all to say, I have hey, your local cosplayer. It is a little late in the sense that it's a very long list, but I'll add you just in case. Yeah, with the really long ones, I haven't figured out, because I do request that they're shorter for a reason, that being my sanity overall. I love reading all of this, so it's hard to it's hard to say no, but it's also hard to know like how to best summarize things when a lot has been given that I really just can't get through on a live. That's been difficult for a couple times. Are there others you've read off live, or do you just read on live? I have started skimming off live, and when I write songs, I'm definitely reading through multiple offline. But because I've been, like I was explaining earlier, but I think you hadn't been in here yet. I've just been cleaning, both physically, literally, and psychologically, and preparing my systems and organizing a bunch of, like, I have so much data right now I'm sitting on, and I'm just trying to put everything in systems and be ready so that as things are happening and I get songs starting to be like written, that I can start trying to work with, because I'm going to be trying to collaborate this year. So I needed a whole system in place where I can put the song I'm working on and easily already know who I want to reach out to and start sending those messages out. And I've read 2. I think I've read 2 stories. And yeah, so I've just been preparing. I've been preparing so far. I haven't actually started reading or reading characters with the intention of writing yet. I also have more gear coming from my little studio. My cello just arrived like a few days ago. And then yesterday all my new stands arrived, because it's easy. I'm pointing where you can't see, but you can see the foot right here. Right there. That's the foot of my cello stand. I do not actually play cello really yet, and these strings are still coming in. I do play violin, and I played violin for 12 years, like hardcore. I played violin for 12 years. I have not practiced seriously since I was like 15, and for record, I'm 34. So you know, but I played so young. I started at the age of 3, and I played so young that it's just ingrained in my system. So even though I don't play consistently, as long as I warm up, I can usually make something happen. And because of my skill on the violin, I'm hoping that with a little bit of practice, I can do some basics on cello. And I love cello. I think cello is so beautiful. So when I was asked by Wears Hats if I would like anything fun to make 2024 better for me, cello is one of the things that's been on my list, that I would love to have one and start trying to figure out how I can play one and add it into my music. But I was not where that's going to be what I'm going to treat myself to anytime soon. So that's what I thought. I was like, cello would go really well with the music I'm making, and would be fun to already get started on that. Your teacher made fun of you. What the heck? Played violin 2 for 7 years before your shoulders got messed up. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, no, my mom, I was 2 years old and I was gonna turn 3 soon, and my mom said, Anne, what would you like for your birthday? And I, being a weird overachiever since I was out of the womb, said, a violin! And my mom was like, what? And, took me to a concert and was like, that? And I was like, yeah! And she was like, all right, and then got me a violin and set up with, lessons, and I took lessons every week basically since I was 3, and I had to practice every day. And you know, later in my later years as a child, I was certainly had to be heavily encouraged to carry on in terms of like actually practicing and stuff. But yeah, I was a weird 2-year-old asking for violin at the age of for my 3rd birthday, and my mom supported that. And then my mom plays piano. She would accompany me for practice at home. One of my favorite videos is Goofy, because I was trying to play a part and I kept not being able to, and I kept getting frustrated, and my mom would start over on the piano, and at some point I'm like frustrated, like I don't know how old I was, like 5 or 6, and I'm just like, oh, it's not working. And my mom turns around in this home video, Anne, I think you're experiencing self-induced confusion. Who's that said to a 5-year-old? So anyways, if I ever write a memoir, I will probably title it Self-Induced Confusion, because that's basically been my whole life. Yes, it is a very musical family. Right. Ooh. Anyways, little side story there. The door covered itself in self-induced confusion. I know, that needs to be the title of an album. Yep. And used confusion. They use themselves and they confuse themselves in confusion. Yeah. But I just love that that's on videotape. You know what I mean? Like, what a funny little family moment. Saving throw in that one. Basically. Alright, I'm gonna read for Faulty Logic. We have Reginald, a goblin. Have we had a goblin before? I don't think we've had a goblin before. There's been jokes about Eric the Goblin coming in, but no actual goblins. We've got another cleric today, 25 years old, he, his pronouns. It's goblin time. Reginald, well, hold on. Backstory. Reginald was raised in a church by humans that never showed prejudice. He set out to teach other goblins that they can cohabitate and live peacefully among polite society. What a wholesome little goblin. What a wholesome goblin. Reginald helped garner peace between the goblins and the town of Nightstone, and convinced many to help rebuild the town. Reginald writes of his adventures and philosophy in what he has dubbed the Gob Spell. It's amazing. He has given charity to other goblins and hopes to spread his message of peace and goblin equality. The liberated goblin, Crumpet, has decided to walk beside him. Oh my god. Amazing. Adorable. The Gob Spell. Oh, sorry, I meant to answer that earlier and I totally forgot. Do you read stories by request, or do you also just randomly read some? On these lives, so far I've just been reading. I make a list at the beginning of the live for people who are here who have characters, and I read through that list. And so far I have never read all the way through one of those lists, no matter how many I read in a stream. If I reach a day where there is no list long enough for me to read through the course of a live, I will begin reading random stories live. Every time I'm like, maybe today will be the day that I at least read through a list. And It never is the day that I will read through a list so far. We're session 11 and still never making it through the list. So it is currently just on request. In that sense. The list starts fresh. Just whoever's here at the beginning of live. I do try to bump up people who I know have been waiting. Right now, most of the people on the list I know have been here on multiple streams and I've been waiting. Dahlia, I will add you to the end of the list just in case folks had to leave, but it's pretty long, so I wouldn't hold my breath. And also hi. I think I've said hi, but you know, just in case. Also, I feel like in general, yes, sometimes I get thrown off, but I get thrown off even when it's like, you know, 100% written perfectly. Sometimes I get thrown off as I'm going, especially live, just because I'm trying to put emphasis and excitement into these sentences, and sometimes I go in a little too strong on the wrong emphasis, and then I realize and I have to back up. But that again happens no matter whether there's misspellings or punctuation missing or something. Doesn't matter. That happens to me regardless. I think in general, I'm fairly good at kind of like connecting the dots and figuring out what a misspelling was supposed to be, and trying to like decipher what your intention was. So it's okay. I think my weirdness in reading fits well with reading a bunch of different writing styles. Waiting to check in for therapy, so I see the most I can beforehand. Awesome. Wait, which part is common for ADHD? We've got Roselite, actually. You're next. What is your character's name? Let's see if I can find you. Oh, Christine. Found it. Struggling reading out loud. The thing is, I love reading out loud. But like, yeah. D&D is the greatest therapy unless you're the DM. Okay, we're gonna power right on through. We've got Roselite, reading for Roselite, who I don't want to make wait for too long, especially given you're waiting to go do things, so I'd like to finish your story before you have to go. Character is Christine, aka Chris, Chase / Silvermead. Are these like two different last names? Probably not, Brooke, but if a bunch of people had to leave, maybe. One is a last name, the other is a title. Okay. Is Silvermead the title? Okay. I'm gonna put that here. Rain eyes. You're a little before. You're a few stories before Brooke, so kind of a similar story. It's not impossible, but it's not likely. Okay. Character species, werewolf. Have we had a werewolf yet? I don't think we had a werewolf yet. Galliard, character class. Who wants to tell me real quick what a Galliard is? 17 years old, she, hers. Party role, bard mixed with berserker. I am very curious how that plays out. We have not had a werewolf or lichen yet. Yeah, I didn't think so. Super Abyss, there's a good chance we get to you. There's like 4 or 5 more stories. It's like a bard. Okay, that makes sense. Backstory. Youngest child. Ooh, I just got weirdly dizzy. Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna drink some more water. I don't know what, it was like vertigo or something. That doesn't happen to me. Not the lag! Freaking lag. freaking lag. I went back in time for a second. I swear the lag gave me vertigo. I'm back! A loop. Multiple people got a loop. Okay. Alright, we're back. Guess who's back? Back again. Right? Let's try this. Backstory. Youngest child of the late Sebastian Silvermead, her older brother was banished from their sept like a werewolf sacred place, and she seeks him out to attempt to bring him home. She had her first change into a werewolf during a detention after a possessed man shot himself in front of her and her pack. Oh my god. She is in a forbidden relationship with another werewolf, which is a very looked down upon thing, one of her pack mates. Why is it looked down upon? Why would that be looked down upon? I'm so bizarre. I'm so confused. How bizarre. Current story arc. Stopped a runaway train from drilling a hole into the volcano near her home, which was also to prevent said train from depositing various caustic liquids into the volcano, making it a huge bomb. She swore to keep her true love safe on the path. And on the path to his destiny, though she is technically being blackmailed to do it. She was reunited with her brother, but he gave a cryptic message as he left that he will fix everything, and she is unsure and worried about what he meant. Rescued her two mothers from a vile plant woman who wants to enslave everyone and is now the next target on their radar. Welcome in, friends who are just joining. Specific anecdote. Kelly, leader of their pack and cousin to Chris, to her father. Do you have any idea what we're up against out here? Do you know the nightmares I've put my mouth on? It's so gross. Do you know what nightmares I've put my mouth on? Sorry. I gotta not make jokes. Right now, that needs to be on a shirt. In this setting, they cannot mate with each other. Werewolves mate with humans or wolves. Interesting. Ooh. Character details. Scar over her left eye from being backhanded by an adult werewolf as a child. She wears her short black hair over the eye, having it be the only long part of her hair. Very classic emo. Imagine walking through a Walmart and that's all you hear. Oh god. She carries hard candy on her at all times in case she needs them. She's also the one most likely to run into the middle of a fight, but then gets pissed when any of her pack does the same thing, as she views it as her duty to protect them. Aww. Alright, we were able to get Rosalite before Rosalite had to go. ODST! I don't know what it means to me. Is this Edge? I completely forgot we're playing bingo. Hold on. Hold on. Would a werewolf count as a party pet? Have a good therapy session. We have the opposite of denial of feelings, so that doesn't quite work. I do have power of friendship, but that doesn't really quite feel like it fits yet. I'm gonna like put a dot on party pet. I'm not really gonna quite count it, but like I don't think I got anyone's on that one. Nice. Yeah, well, the VOD will hopefully go up this weekend. It depends. I don't know how long. I'm trying. I haven't decided how to prioritize things. Like, should I be really just trying to push the album stuff tomorrow? I also need to do my little voice acting re-recording now that I have my new mic. You know. Okay, I have ODST, Alex K, Spider-Man, Super Abyss, Jacob Clement, Victoria, Blazy the Demon, Eldritch Screaming, Aspen Smith, Ree the Dreamer, Fight Shadow, Rain Ice, Murray Shady, Sky, Brooke, Patrick McKay, Braven, Ezra, Miko Asano, Smiley, Extroverted, Your Local Cosplayer, and Dahlia. I am guessing we will get between, what time is it? 3 to 5 more stories? So like ODST, Alex, Spider-Man, Superbiz, Jacob, maybe Victoria. We'll see. Like those are the ones I'm probably gonna get through for today. Yeah, it's a long list. It's a long list. Oh man. Hacking away and doing great. Thank you, Dano. I know. I know. I'm also, we're gonna do every Wednesday. Thank you for all the encouragement. We're doing every Wednesday, 6:30 my time, which is, a little over an hour ago. 12:30 EST. So, you know, lunchtime break listening for those in the States. It's an odd time, I realize that, but it is the only time during the week that I can consistently, like, commit to showing up, at least. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying to do these every week indefinitely. If it's really not working out, we'll have to move to every other Wednesday. But you all are here and showing up and continuing to be so excited for these stories, so I really want to continue to do this as long as I can. And yeah, I just want to keep doing these. I have a lot of fun. Y'all seem to have a lot of fun. I do notify everyone in the Discord when I go live, so if you're not in the Discord and you're 18 plus, feel free to join. We've got a lot going on there. It's not just reminders for the lives. Lots of places to share extra character stuff. Bilbo, it's okay. Come here. Yeah. Oh, now we're happy. That's good boy. I know, fluffy boy. But yeah, I am basically planning as much as possible to stream every week on Wednesdays, and perhaps some spontaneous weekend streams. But I promise you, if you want music, you're gonna probably have to just be fine with Wednesday, because I need the weekends to make the music. And that's gonna hopefully be getting started this weekend or next weekend. It will probably, even if I start on songs this weekend, it will probably be at least a month before I'm able to start publishing things, because I need to get the song written, start finding someone to collaborate with, get them to like be getting the music to where they can lip sync, and you know, there's just gonna be a lot more steps to get a video done. But I will say, I've got a bunch of music of my own that's not character song related or series related. They are character related to my own characters. See ya, Blazy. I have a lot of other music and a lot of other content to work on. I've already got an idea that's another DM related idea, or like a GM Game Master idea song from another comment someone said. Like, there's things, like stuff that I can do without making y'all wait for the collaborations to get started. It'll be good. Things are happening. Things are in the works. All that will really happen is that Blazy will pretty much get moved, but effectively, yeah, you're next after Blazy, so yeah. Okay. For ODTS, we are reading Denton Dal, a Warforged fighter, 456 years old, his protective robot dad. I already have party parent figure. I can't mark that again. Alright. Backstory. Denton Dal was originally Unit 5734, made to fight in a war that ended 400 years ago. At that point, he was abandoned, and his kind were left to rot. Then he met the Dal family that took him in, and he became an adventurer because there are still people who need him. Aww. All these wholesome reasons for adventuring today. Fish and chips. I love that. Thank you so much, Elliot. I thought so. ODTS was here a minute ago. ODTS, are you still with us? ODST, excuse me. We can get confirmation. ODST was in chat when I first pulled it up, and then I forgot how long we must have been talking before getting started. Are they here? Are they here? Never done this before. But maybe forgot. Well, should we pause? Should we come back to the story then? I swear they were here when I first pulled it up. Alright. If we see ODST in chat, everyone starts screaming. Alex K, are you still here? Shai Tikam. Does that sound right? Hello, hello, world. Oh, right. We're gonna read ODST seems to have had to leave right as I was getting started. So we're gonna put a pause button on that and read for Alex right now with Shai Tikam. Human evocation wizard evocation wizard, 21 years old, other for character pronouns, she, they. Party role, reluctant negotiator, slightly sheltered voice of reason. Oh, that's relatable. Backstory. Shai's mom, Esther, was a famous adventurer who retired, was called back on a specialized mission with her old party when Shai was 11 and disappeared. Abandoned as a child! I don't think I have that one. She is generally believed to be dead, but as no body was found, Shai decided to follow in her footsteps, become a wizard, and find out what happened to her mom. Oof. I have a bunch of sibling related things. I don't have a lot of parent related things. I may not get bingo today. Current story arc. Shai went to magic college and recently learned that an old professor of hers named Sorks was a part of their mom's adventuring party. He has some knowledge about her circumstances of Esther's disappearance, but has told Shai almost nothing. Shai is grappling with a trusted mentor of hers withholding information about her mother and his relationship with her. Also, Shai indirectly caused the death of one of their own party members who was revived by means unbeknownst to me or Shai. She feels a lot of guilt about it, but tries not to let it show because not controlling her emotions is what got him killed in the first place. Ooh, I know that's on someone's bingo. There's a feeling responsible for death type of, feeling responsible for tragedy is definitely a bingo somewhere. I don't really count that as... Would that be friendly fire? But that was indirectly. That's different. Really trying to justify these bingo squares. Yeah, it's not friendly fire. That doesn't check out, does it? Although I will say I have mistaken death, which could technically apply to the mom because people believe she's dead, but no one knows for sure. Scale, you can decide whether that applies. I have it in here for when, like, the revive isn't actually mentioned. It's like, they died, and then the next sentence is just like, later. You know, because a lot of times people forget to actually say that they were, like, revived. Yeah, I've got a dot also on Party Pet for the werewolves. Alright. I don't think I'm... mistaken death feels like possibly for the mom. Specific anecdote, but I know that the story with the friend would check off some of y'all's boxes. Specific anecdote. Note, Shai is what I have been calling fantasy Jewish, i.e. she practices traditions that mirror real Jewish ones without me having to deal with creating a monotheistic religion in a world where gods clearly exist. Checks out. When Shai found out that her mom was likely not dead, she melted the yahrzeit candle, a candle lit on the anniversary of someone's death, she had been carrying with her using a spell from her mother's death. She had not lit the candle, but destroyed it as part of her resolve to find her mother now that she was certain she was not dead. I'm gonna mark mistaken death for that because they all assumed she was dead, but then she wasn't. I wanted confirmation that she wasn't. So now I got it. Actually a mistaken death. Character details. Shai uses she, they pronouns. Shai has a dark blue cloak and a staff she inherited from her mother that they always have on them. Shai loves to read and has a guilty pleasure for over-the-top adventure novels. Aw, that's just wholesome. That's just wholesome. Does anyone have more than 2 boxes checked off in a bingo card? Because I only have 2 in a row, in any given row. You have 3? Ugh, I'm jealous. All right, Spider-Man. I think I just saw you in Le Chats. Who is your character? You have 4 but not bingo? You're welcome, Alex. Thanks for the character. Ooh, I found it. Is it Auto Fergman? Auto or Auto? Putting way more of a German spin on that. Than I think is necessary. Like Auto, like... Yeah, everyone drink some water. Water! Penn Guino? Okay, so I'm definitely on the wrong one. Aha! Here we are. Penn Guino. All right. Yeah, share some artwork in the Discord. Ben! It's Wednesday! I forgot it's Wednesday! Hi, Kai. No, probably not. I've, with the exception of accidentally starting 1 half story today, I have only been reading for people who are present in chat. But there is a very long list at the moment, so let's get the weds done this day or whatever. My dudes! Alright. For Spider-Man. It's not Spider-Man. Penn Guino. A tiefling rogue, 12, she, hers. I will say I am adding a no underage character rule, but that was after a lot. This was like post 1.4 thousand submissions. So as long as there's not any super age inappropriate stuff going on in the stories, I will continue reading even the more young stories. But for future submissions, I am, after one really uncomfortable story, I am just not comfortable reading those things out loud for all commemoration. So that's a new future rule. But as long as there's nothing super darkly inappropriate, we will be okay. Yeah, no, it's very, very new. It's a new rule. So I now have added it everywhere that I can think of. And I will proceed with caution for the ones that have already been submitted. It didn't even occur to me when I set this up. Like I hadn't come across that yet when in the last submissions. But yes, just going forward for future submissions in future years, that is a new and it can be like as long as they are of age for their species. But so that makes it a little harder for me to validate, but like it is what it is. We'll sort it out as we can. Okay, I already know abandoned as a child is going to be checked off for some of you because the party role is abandoned child, gremlin kid, troublemaker, innocence, and a cruel world. I feel like I should be doing a quick scan, but I'm not seeing anything super horrifying. So I think we're good to go. Backstory. She grew up in the land of hidden treasures, a pirate cove, a place where people traveled through and never stay. She grew up with her found family of thieves. If you have found family mentioned, you should check that off. Father figure, older, equivalent to late 40s in orc years. Otto, the barbarian rogue orc. Sasa, the bard rogue tiefling, mid-20s. And Warden, the cleric rogue changeling. Literal abandoned child role. They all lived together happily, stealing things as a family and taking it back to their makeshift home, until one of their biggest heists changed everything. Messing with strange contraptions from a wealthy inventor caused them to get caught. One by one as they ran, they were apprehended by the law enforcement. Sasa and Warden first, leaving Otto and little Penn. Otto made a great sacrifice. Otto put Penn inside an apple crate. Very important. On a traveling merchant's wagon. Telling her, "I'll be right back," before running off to get the law enforcement away from Penn. After a few moments, the wagon took off, leaving the land of hidden treasures and leaving Penn on her own. Oh, the heartbreak of the "I'll be right back" from the trusted mentor who is still doing their best to protect you but have to lie to you like that before running off. Oof. No. How sad. In a new place, Penn receives a mysterious letter that brings her together with an array of new people. As they try to uncover mysteries, Penn can only think of one thing: her family and being reunited with them. But these new people, they don't seem so bad. Ugh. Right, might not even been lying, it's hard to say. Current story arc. A major struggle that has been somewhat resolved. She has been living in constant worry that her family wasn't alive, but she had to give something up to an oracle to get these questions answered. She gave up a thought, the thought that she'll never see her family again. That is very poetic. A major conflict not resolved. She knows where Otto and Warden are, but she doesn't know where Sasa is. She's currently trying to find ways to get to her family to save them, while simultaneously trying to unveil the truth about the secrets between the Kingdom of Blaze and the Kingdom of Selene, and the dark secret society within. Whew. I got $10 saying the new guys are a secret cult. I have accidental leader of a cult, but not just like cult mention. Yeah, this is some good background. And it's like, it's working. How she felt before and how she feels now. She felt constantly stressed, worried, and anxious, while still maintaining her chaotic nature. But now she has sort of hope with the new knowledge she has, and the hope that there's a bit of confidence. And with that hope, there's a bit of confidence as she now trusts her party more. Oh, accidental leader of a cult is my gender. That's another one to the trope list. Which one? Like, dealing with a cult? Fighting a cult? Fighting a cult. That's even funnier if you end up being the leader of the cult that you're fighting. Me and the boys on our cult arc. We laugh because the other option. Specific anecdote. Dream, a recap note from the DM. Hold on. This is a little long for time today. I'm going to read the beginning and then summarize. Suddenly, it's pitch black. You look around, but for miles, all you can see is black. You can't even see your own hands in front of your face. But suddenly, you see your vision starts to focus, and a dim light is starting to come closer and closer to you. But no heavy footsteps like before. You can tell you've been in this space before, maybe in a previous dream. You quickly remember. This is where you've seen Otto previously in your dream. Quickly you turn around and expecting to see Otto, but instead you're met with the smirk of Warden. You very quickly run up to him and hug Warden. Warden gives an awkward laugh and slowly begins to pet your head as you hug him. And then a conversation ensues where she learns where they are and a little bit of clues what to do next, it seems like. You then learned Willow was the Warden's younger sibling. The dream went on as both of you talked through the night bonding, and he came up with a story to calm you as you dreamed. That's really sweet. Sorry for the summary. That was just, for time's sake, I'm gonna do that. Alrighty, we have favorite color. Gold, dark, royal blue. That was not all one description. Hold on. Character details. Favorite color, gold, comma, dark royal blue. Favorite pastime, stealing and mischief. Yes, pranks, tormenting random strangers, and drawing. Pet peeve, awesome habit, annoying habit. She likes to put jewelry in her mouth. She likes the taste and sensation. Don't give her anything. She won't give it back. Notable physical traits. Her tooth gap and glowing yellow eyes. What a cutie. I'm sorry, I just got to the art. If y'all go to the character gallery. What a cutie. My goodness. Oh my god, and you did this art as well. Beautiful. Gold blue is my favorite color too. Yeah, kleptomaniac. If you have kleptomaniac, mark it down. I don't have it, so I forgot that one's on there already. Even though I said it existed earlier. Hold on. White hair, friendship bracelets, call someone out, changeling squad. There was a changeling mention, but it wasn't an OC. Not a rogue, doppelganger, unhinged improv weapon. Shopping? I don't know. Stealing it's not really shopping, is it? Denial of I have power of friendship. That's some pretty good power of friendship, perhaps. I'm gonna mark power of friendship. Alright, that was for Spider-Man. Alright, see you next time. Fun fact, she has a bag of sand on her at all times and she throws into people's eyes for a quick escape. Classic. You can't see me if I put sand. Okay, so Super Abyss, what time is it? We've got 20-ish more minutes. We can probably for sure do Super Abyss and Jacob Clement and maybe Victoria. And we'll see what time it is. You're welcome. Thank you for submitting your character. I am sorry. It is really hard not to... I don't like calling out usernames of people who have not actually joined chat because I realize that's awkward for people, but sometimes your usernames are really funny. It's so hard not to, like, announce those usernames. Meri Geral? Is that how we say your character name? Hard G. Meri Geral. Buddy! It's in the character galleries, so dorko.tv/characters. Buddy, please stop barking. Hey, come here. Yeah. Did you get bingo? Or are you just saying that? Geral? Meri Geral? Good boy. Can we plus? Plus. Good boy. Hey, stay plus. Good. Alright. For Super Abyss, we have Meri Geral, a human bard warlock, 19 years old, he, his. Party role. At the beginning was a heart of gold, but is now the source of internal conflict of the party. Ooh. Ooh. No worries, Fighting Shadow. Unfortunately, you are still a ways down the list, and there's a very good chance we will not be able to reach you today. The lore is loring today, Moon. We've had a surprising number of, like, pretty much wholesome stories today. The characters for these are chosen at the beginning of the lives based on who's here, and I make a list with the people who are here, and then I read through them. And so far, the issue is that the list keeps being much longer than I can actually get through in one live. Is your username based on Glinda the Good Witch, by the way? The starting time for the live is 6:30 Germany PM. That was said super weirdly, but about 2 hours ago. So I'm 1 hour 45 minutes in. So 1 hour 45 minutes ago, actually. But yeah. And we go for about 2 hours. I like going longer, but it's been destroying my voice, so I'm making myself not stream much longer than 2 hours. The average amount has been changing drastically, Victoria. That's the main issue, because it used to be a much higher number, because I really just pushed through and tried to read a lot, but I've been taking my time more, because it's more fun for me and more relaxing, so that these aren't so stressful. So it's just been going a little slower. So I'm still figuring out what my average looks like, and then we can maybe, like, fill it out. And the other thing is, it's hard for me to say no, because sometimes people end up having to leave. You know, people have lives, or they're busy, or they get distracted, which is totally understandable. So I want to, like, have the backups for people who are waiting in case people skip. Alrighty. Alright, this one has a little bit of a dark background. Backstory. His bullies pushed him into a lantern that broke and burned down his house. He lost his mother in the fire and couldn't save her. He had to run away because the bullies framed him for his mother's death while his father was away as a soldier. That's rough. That's rough. That's womp womp. Oh. Current story arc. That's rough, buddy. At the beginning of the campaign, he was a pacifist bard, but over the course of the story gained warlock powers that are only fire-related. The more warlock and fire powers he gains, the more these black marks crawl up his arms, currently covering his arms and streaks of them down his cheeks like tears. I read that with weird. They currently cover his arms, and streaks of them are down his cheeks like tears. The warlock powers have made him more violent and angry the more that he has gotten them. His warlock powers have also been slowly turning his bard levels into warlock levels. Oh, finally, his ideals have changed from talk our way out of every encounter to kill everything that's an inconvenience to the party. Ooh, I'm going converted class and subclass. That's another one for me. On the bingo card. Gotta put parental death for the bingo card. Yep. Okay, just checking my bingo card. The max I have is 3. I would need Himbo and Denial of Feelings to get a full one. Otherwise, I've got a whole bunch of, like, that's my shortest win. My shortest path to victory. Excuse me. Specific anecdote. Last session we were in a town meeting, and during it the benefactor is revealed to be the famous bard who's been bullying my character all campaign long. Ooh. Last time my character told him if he saw him again and he was talking bad about the party or anyone else, he would kill him. My character disguises himself as both of ours love interest, and then a fight ensues. He follows the bard into the church with a dagger he bought earlier. Paladin follows us in and body blocks the other bard. Meri uses command grovel on the paladin, that's friendly fire, and begins to threaten the bard again. Cleric comes in and casts hold person. Paladin gets up after the command spell wears off and smashes Meri's face into a wall to knock him out. Oh no! Oh, you weren't kidding about the internal conflict. That's definitely friendly fire. Oh boy. Oh boy. Would the paladin thing count as religious trauma? Just desperate to mark this bingo card off. Oh. That's also very the disguising yourself as like the mutual love interest. That's a move. That is a choice. Yeah, paladin doesn't have a religion, I guess, huh? I'm stretching here. I also have party member betrayal, but like they're protecting the bard for his like for his own good, you know? So it's not really betrayal per se. Would doppelganger shenanigans count for the disguising self as the loved one? Not really, but does it count if the paladin's player had religious trauma? Oh boy. It's alright. It's okay if I don't get a bingo. Character details. He hates anything that would threaten the party or the people he loves. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Chance. Alright, that was Meri. I thrive off of the compliments, by the way, but I also don't know how to accept compliments, so thank you. It means a lot. Jacob Clement, are we Are you still with us? I am well. How are you? Thanks for all the gifts and diamonds, by the way. I'm gesturing up to nothing because I don't have it on my screen. But, you know, thank you. Our collective positive reinforcement is the fuel by which the great Dorko was sustained. I'm sustained on the stories. Hello, hello. Do we still have Jacob Clement in the chat? Did I miss an announcement of self? A lot of times I will ask like, oh, are you here? Or I will ask for a character name, and then I'm like, why is this person like, yes? Why is someone just saying yes in chat? Why is someone just saying a random name in chat? Only compliments, Kansas. It's embarrassing, but I really do well with I don't know how to deal with words of affirmation. Like, I don't know how to deal with it and receiving them, but like, they really help me. And I always like, you know, I need lots of affirmations in my life. All right, I am not seeing Jacob in chat, which means Victoria. I like the name of your stream. Thank you, Janazakwa. How are you today? Love words of affirmation, but get so flustered by them. Yes. You are ready with that. Her name is Lyra Bloodmoon. I sense... Oh, for some reason I thought that was going to be another werewolf. Just from the name. Lyra? Like emphasis? Like Lyra? Am I doing that right? Am I still putting it too heavy on the L? Lyra. Howdy, howdy. Whiz sword, which makes more sense than... Is it whiz sword? Whiz sword? Like wizard? Wizard? Whiz sword? Yeah, that makes sense. Lyra Bloodmoon. Poor Victoria. A tiefling barbarian, 23 years old, she, hers. Party role, older sister. Aw, I love a sibling dynamic. Backstory. A small village at the Howling Fjord. Her father getting trapped in Avernus and her mother going to save him. Find and save her parents. Ooh, sweet and simple and compelling. The age is 28 now? Okay, I'll update that. Current story arc. Lyra did not know if her sister and son were still safe, but now she knows they are both safe. Getting her baby daddy to be a father or get him to pay his child support. Get that child support. ODST! I'm so sorry I had started reading your story and then we all realized you weren't actually in chat anymore. So we'll go back to that. I think we should still have time to read that. But we gotta finish this one first. Get that child support. Getting to reassure her son that everything will be okay. Finding the baby daddy. Feeling lost, confused, and worried, but now her heart is lighter and she knows her goals and where she should head next. Murked. Came out really weird. Yeah, totally. It should be fine to submit a GM character. Specific anecdote. I wanted to have this so that game masters can still participate. Specific anecdote. During the last session of the 2023 year and the Christmas session, she got to hug and hold her 11-year-old son. She got to talk with him and assure him that she will find someone who can give her hints on how he can learn to control his magic. Ooh, a wild magic sorcerer like son. Oh. That would be scary as a kid. It would be scary as an adult, but it would be super scary as a kid. Like, how representative of what it feels like to have, like, all these feelings and, like, your body's changing and, like, you do things and then everything. Yeah, it would be super confusing. Character details. She has a black birthmark that looks like claw strikes that start at her scalp and then end at different elevations over and around her right eye. Oh. We gotta get Lyra some child support and this kid some therapy, it sounds like. And bring the baby daddy in line. Jacob, I can see your chats. Okay. We have two folks who we passed over in chat, so we're gonna try and squeeze those in. Yeah, you gotta play the kid if then your Lyra ever dies. Oh, Jacob, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Alright, ODST is back and Jacob's here. So I'm gonna read these two, and then we will definitely be at the 2-hour mark. ODST, are you still here? Presently, actually, while I begin your story. But this one seems super manageable. And then we can do Jacob, and then I think that'll have to be the end for today. Okay, it's Denton Dal. Denton Dal or Denton Dal? Like apple, or like something that's not apple. Apple. Okay, Denton Dal. We are reading for ODST for reals this time. Denton Dal, a warforged fighter, 456 years old, his. Party role, protective robot dad. Backstory. Denton Dal was originally Unit 5734, made to fight in a war that ended 400 years ago. At that point, he was abandoned and his kind were left to rot. Then he met the Dal family that took him in, and he became an adventurer because there are still people who need him. This I was really enjoying. What you missed earlier is that I was really enjoying this very wholesome motivation. Like, what this poor abandoned like robot that just wants to help people. Current story arc. Denton has always struggled to wrap his head around the idea of emotions, but his friends slowly saw that he does have them, just that he doesn't know how to show them. And so they have taught him when to laugh and be happy or excited or sad or angry, or when it came to a beautiful elven bard, Zenra, in the party, he learned how to love. Oh, he learned how to love. A classic. That's classic. Specific anecdote. Near the start of the party's adventure, he was called a rust bucket and that his kind was pointless, which made Denton lash out and slam the man against the wall until he calmed down. This is what made his party begin to think that he did have emotions. Oh! Someone get this boy into therapy. How dare that man insult the robo-dad? Character details. Favorite color is red, same color as Zenra's eyes. What a detail to include. Oh my god. Favorite pastime is cooking and telling stories. Pet peeve is lack of respect. He has to tell a story if an opportunity is given to him. Through the cracks in his armor, you can see gears and pipes that keep him running. And then the quote is, now, what was it my creator always said? The real question is, can Robo-Dad pass the Turing test? What a wonderful character. What a wholesome little guy learning how to feel things and express emotions. Would that be called someone out for standing up for himself? You know what? Yes, because I don't think I'm gonna finish one of these. I'm surprised we've not had very many animals today. We stand rad, aka Robo-Dad, in this house. Alright, one more. Jacob, what was your character's name? Khal. Here, go show your mother the treats that you should get. Can you take those? Khal. I think I'm looking at the wrong. Oh no, it's not. It's you. Is Kestus the last name? I forgot their actual names. I'm very sorry, ODST. I will either refer to them as Rad or Dippin' Dots. Alright, this will pretty much be the last one for today, unfortunately. But I'm excited. Here we go. For Jacob. For Jacob, we have Khal Kestus, an Emerald Dragonborn, fighter, Echo Knight / Monk Way of Mercy, 23 years old, his. Party role, goofy strong man who tries to be serious and a leader. Excellent, excellent role. That feels like it plays out really fun. Backstory. Dragonborn Prince, Khal was raised as a soldier and a leader, left because he wanted to gain wisdom of the world and see things from a different point of view. Khal has an unfortunate run-in during an illegal fighting ring. To rebel, he went to fighting rings to prove his prowess. However, this time, he accidentally killed an orc man. Oof. Khal has been told that he and his friends, the party, are the chosen heroes to prevent or involve a in a god war, win or lose. Goofy strong man, my beloved. Yes. Does that qualify as himbo? As I've got himbo. I'm counting goofy strong man as himbo. The word wasn't said, but... Current story arc. Khal has had trouble controlling his destructive nature, I guess that's not very himbo-like, until he met another dragonborn named Kariv, who was a monk, teaching him a way to center himself, leading him to be a way of mercy to heal and to destroy only when necessary. Khal has lost his original party member and friend Navara, who died during a battle between wyverns. He still feels the loss because he can summon her as an Echo Knight. I know when the story got himbo. Khal and his party recently accomplished fighting a huge turtle to collect its eyes as magical components, allowing his artificer friend Himeo to craft magical gear. That poor turtle. Khal and his party are currently trying to destroy several temples that are in service to a god named the Leviathan, who wants to flood the world. Khal had felt lost at the beginning of their journey, slowly learning how to be better. Now he has some direction and can feel like he is of use to the party. Oh. It's the I must be useful thing. Character details. Favorite color is black. Pastime is training. Top pet peeve, being banished or mind controlled. How often does that happen? Oh, there. Oh, ... There's the trauma. Khal has a habit of punching first, asking questions later, which is both awesome and bad. He has emerald green tipped scales and amethyst eyes, several scars from blades along his body. There are no catchphrases. A lot of times. I feel like we should be adding mind control to the... Hold on, I'm adding mind control to the list of possible squares. It started with a deck of many things. How many times can one character be banished? Apparently many. Five times. Himbo that has a need to be helpful and useful to reinforce his self-worth? Who is this guy? Me? Yeah, a lot of these get real relatable real fast. A little too relatable. Hello, hello. Alright, unfortunately, for my voice's sake, I have to call it here. I feel like that's the wise decision. Again, I would read all night long if I had only the voice, and yeah. I do plan, once again, I say, I am planning, I'm just reiterating the plan. Thank you for spreading the gob spell. Yes. I know, I'm gonna post what I got. Feel free to save your marks and post it in the bingo channel. I'm gonna post mine. So don't delete it. Save your bingo cards. I'd love to see who got what. To post in the Discord in the TTRPG bingo card channel. But yes, I plan to be here every Wednesday for the foreseeable future at around 6:30 my time, which is Germany. That could be fun. That could be, yeah, it could be interesting. Yeah, maybe we do some co-hosting reading times. I would want to like get to know whoever is going to be joining me, like do some video calls and stuff, feel comfortable first, but that could be interesting. That could be interesting. I definitely do not bring people that I don't know well to mod on board or join as a co-host. But yeah, I will be here every Wednesday for the foreseeable future. If I need to cancel, I will be announcing in Discord or try to upload a video on TikTok. Don't forget, the more the merrier. I know that it adds to the list, but in general, it's the more people we have involved in this, the more fun opportunities open up for growing the project to be more than what it is, which I think is cool. And I do expect to start writing more music in the next couple of weeks. I will probably post lots of music on the TikTok, whether old music or music I'm working on already or what have you, so keep your eye out for that. I have been seeing so many of you streaming my music on Spotify, which is very exciting. So don't forget to spread the love, you know. I do not actually keep track from stream to stream. Keeping track of the stories in general is already quite a lot of work. So I just mostly ask, like, if I know that you've been waiting, I try to bump you up, but right now the list keeps already being people who are waiting, so I haven't really been bumping because everybody's been waiting. And like everybody who's been waiting gets here right at the beginning, so then the list is already people who have been in line for a long time. So but no, I'm not keeping official track from stream to stream. Okay, friends, don't forget to join the Discord if you're 18 and up and you'd like to get notifications on what else is going on. I will be starting my actual chaos TTRPG, it's D&D 5e, who am I kidding, stream. It's very casual on Twitch. That's going to be coming back starting next week. I am going to be asking to see if anyone wants to be a guest player. That's also a similar time to now, so you have to be available on a Friday around 6 p.m. my time. I will not just bring on anyone, but I will open up, I'm going to share more in the Discord. I will open up the opportunity to ask to see if anyone's interested, kind of vet people, make sure the vibe's right, make sure that we'll be a good fit. But so no guarantees, but it could be fun to have some of y'all joining me for that, and we need at least one more player for the next game, so yeah, keep an eye out. All right, friends, take good care of yourselves, stay hydrated, don't forget to, you know, be creative and have fun with your characters this week. Hi, I'm just signing off, I'm so sorry, but yeah, y'all check each other out. A lot of you do really cool content, just reminded by Nymphadora joining here. So support each other, watch each other's content, comment on people's videos. You're all beautiful. Have a good night, everyone. See you next time.